What's up, everybody? Welcome to a little hookah talk. Shout out Mike Sev. Shout out Benny for putting me on this. Two guys in the info space, two guys in the online money space, doing pretty well for themselves, just chopping it up and seeing where this combo takes us. Smoking some hookah.
Yeah.
So it's hella late. It's like 10:30. We just got off a call
Yeah.
with a potential prospect that we're gonna pitch. We're gonna pitch a nice little 10K. 10K, what would you call it? Setup fee, 10K done with you consulting.
Yeah, it's more like consulting, but I would call it a setup fee because everything's up front and we're not taking any rev share or anything.
Yeah. So we got that coming up tomorrow. In the process of scaling our agency, but
Yeah.
Jake, for the people who obviously don't know you,
Yeah.
who are you? What do you do? Inform the people.
I'm a hustler. I'm a go-getter.
You're a risk
I'm a
taker.
bag chaser, risk taker. All jokes aside though, that was corny. What I am right now is I'm a sales manager / closer, directly partnered with Jason. If you guys have ever seen my videos, I've mentioned him in a lot of my videos, but direct partner within this agency, basically doing all things sales related. He does all things marketing related. Got into the space back in February, so about 9 months ago now. Started off as a setter, was setting until about May, started full-time closing in May, and then August, a couple months after that, partnered with Jason to build and scale this agency based off what we learned from the past one that we were working with, which obviously I'm sure you guys kind of know who we were working with before. But yeah, done pretty decent for myself, had some pretty good months as a closer, but ultimately hard to have leverage as a closer, so that's where I kind of made the transition and everything like that.
Yeah. One thing I think that's interesting about the both of us that I want to ask you about is, bro, how many months have you been in the game? Since pure like conception,
pure conception, exactly a year. I think I bought my first mentorship. It was in like late November, like right before Thanksgiving last year.
Yeah.
So a year.
He's been in the game less than a year,
Yeah.
already touching 10K months. Has what's your best month?
17.
17K.
Solid. Take it.
So, bro, what do you think for people watching this who see us, right? They see two idiots yapping and smoking hookah.
Acting like way cooler than they actually are.
Yeah, acting like info operators, bro. Like where's the Chrome Hearts at?
Fuck, bro.
But for people who want to get in this game and see results quick, like, bro, to hit a 10K month in your first year, I think is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
people who go 2 years in the game, 3 years in the game,
Yeah.
before ever doing that. What do you think? What do you think it takes to? What do you think is like the differentiator that can allow you, someone like you or someone like me,
Yeah.
to see results quicker than most other people?
Yeah, so like the people that get stuck at 2 to 5K per month versus people who are able to scale.
It just, bro, in general, it just takes some people longer than others. What do you think is the deciding factor?
Yeah, if I was trying to sell you guys a mentorship, I would tell you that it's your skill set. But if I'm being honest, it's not entirely your skill set. I definitely think opportunity plays like a massive part in you being able to scale your income at such like a quick such like a quick time. Obviously, like for you, it's a little bit different because you were doing marketing. So for you, it was like, for me, it's like finding an offer that I can work with. For you, it was like, doing constant outreach and trying to find like a client to work with. But I definitely think opportunity is number one. But I do think there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to opportunity. One sec. I think the biggest thing that people get wrong about opportunity is that they wait for it to come to them versus like putting them in a position to like get lucky or get the opportunity that they want. So in my shoes, for example, I started as a setter for an already established agency that was doing probably 150K per month as like the agency itself.
Yeah, that's accurate.
So offers were doing like around 400, 500, 600K, which I came into as a setter. Obviously, within an agency that large, there's a lot of room to grow as a setter or as a sales rep in general, just because there's already so much money being made. So you have to get the opportunity. But the misconception a lot of people, I think, have about opportunity is that you have to get lucky. And like one cliche thing that I always go back to is luck is like the intersection of preparation and opportunity. So like for my example, I bought a mentorship in November, learned the skill of appointment setting, was on, I can name drop because I never signed anything. I was on TJR's offer as a setter. Didn't really go too well. There's a bunch of different things I could blame. But, sales processes weren't totally dialed in. I didn't have the best experience. So that took about 3 months. It was a month of learning the skill, a month of getting hired. I waited 3 weeks to actually start selling, which looking back at it was retarded because it was a launch. And then I sold for like a couple weeks on there and then decided to pivot. When I decided to pivot though, I literally saw a story post, which was, we are starting a sales training program. You can work in our agency if you buy this program. And I connected the two dots and said, okay, so I'm going to buy the program so I can work with these people. Because I had, not to sound gay, but like I had my eye on them. Like I knew who I wanted to work with, which for you guys, if you don't know, is like the LLC. I'll let you guys connect the dots on that. But yeah, like a established agency that I, followed on social media and wanted to work with. So the opportunity technically was like me buying the program. But I knew for a fact.
Okay, but let me
go ahead.
Let me interject here because that's what I was about to say. Is I think the thing that makes the difference and what goes into that is that, bro, I think some people play this game so fucking passively
and slow. Yeah,
like they're so reactive to everything. And I think this is something we talked about recently that we want to like do more and like tap into more. We kind of lost a little bit is like just being so proactive, taking so much fucking action.
Yeah, being so retarded
that it becomes unreasonable that like you just won't find an opportunity. Because once you're skilled, at the end of the day, it's like you said, it just comes down to finding an opportunity. And it's like, I think you found that because you were just like,
bro. I was genuinely in the process of trying to figure out how I could work for that agency because I saw the opportunity. And mind you, I could have probably found success in any other established agency if I would have put myself in that same position, but it happened to be like this one worked out to where I knew who the main guy was. I found one of the manager's content for the 2 weeks before then, got familiar with who he was, started watching his content. Just so happened that 5 minutes after they launched the story, it was like the 2 weeks leading up to that, I was like hella green. Like it was a perfect setup to where I thought to myself, okay, if I schedule this call, I'm going to buy the program. It's probably about this much money, which I can afford to do. Couldn't afford to do, actually. But I had enough money to buy it. And then instantly from there, 3 days later, I was within the agency working for them. And so I gave myself that opportunity by being proactive enough to continue taking action, whereas some people probably would have blamed their circumstances and said, oh, fuck, I've been stuck for the past 3 months. Maybe this isn't for me. Mind you, I paid $1,500 and I had about $1,700. So I had $200 left. So being dumb enough to just like put yourself out there and take action. I'm sure when you kind of found out about the opportunity, correct me if I'm wrong, but like to work within the agency, did you second guess? Did you ask questions, or did you just okay, like that's what I'm gonna do?
No, it was kind of perfect timing.
Me too. It was perfect timing. Yeah.
But also too, like I just think in general, the thing that worked out the most for us is that, like, bro, like I said, I think some people really play this game so fucking passively.
Yeah.
There's so many things that they don't do that they know they should do. Like for example, like posting content. Like we were just talking today. That's partially why we're making these videos because like, we're like, bro, why the fuck do we not post more content?
Yeah.
Like why? Like genuinely, like shout out to you guys because like, bro, you guys, DM me every day, and some of you ask where the videos are at. Sometimes I get busy. I have a Telegram channel which will be linked in the description. Shameless plug. I have a Telegram. I have a Telegram channel where, bro, you guys love what I do in there. You love the Q&As.
Yeah.
You DM me and say that. That's how I know that, right? And it's just another example of something that, bro, it's only going to give you more opportunities. And think about how like long it takes people to even like break out of their shell and start making videos and like.
I think a good transition point to like end off that last point. To answer your question, it's like being proactive enough and just simply putting yourself in a position to, get the result that you want, and just like not overthinking it, and also not being weird. Like you can get very, 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 very far by just being a regular ass person, a cool person. Don't fucking wear a polo to your info interview. Wear like a normal shirt, but be a normal person. But to transition to what you were saying, I think another good point to talk about would be like the Alex Hormozi saying, like, put yourself in a position to where it would be unreasonable for you to not get the outcome that you're looking for.
Dead ass, bro.
Yeah.
Dead ass. And I think,
how have you like noticed that within your journey, I guess?
I just think, bro, I think there's times in my journey where I've made tons of progress, and there's times where, I guess I feel like I could have made more progress, or honestly, I feel like I could have done more, and that's what I feel like it comes down to is like, bro, at the end of the night whether you did every single thing in your power today to move closer toward your goals. Like, that feeling. Like, you go to bed and you just know, like, you just gave it your fucking all. You put it all out on the table, and you also, I think, subconsciously know when there's things that you should be doing that you're not doing. Like, you're sort of misaligned.
I think the number one example for us would be like the content for sure.
Yeah.
One example for that like I've like putting yourself in a position where it would be, you can have this by the way, like unreasonable for you to like not progress quicker would be like for me. So like the first step was like getting into the agency. Is the camera focused?
Yeah,
I think so. Was like getting into the agency, becoming an appointment setter, kind of transitioning to closing. But through there, by being a normal person, I was like, at some point there's going to be the potential for you to have like an IRL connection. I think IRL connections are huge. And so, for example, for me,
you like networking a lot.
You're gay. Networking itself is gay. Like, don't DM people asking to network or like post on your story who wants to network. But for example, like obviously a lot of the guys moved to Miami. They just got their spots, and they're like, by connecting with them, networking enough to like be like kind of friends, right? Obviously your business acquaintances, but the moment I had the opportunity to like take a trip to Miami, it was like a no-brainer for me. Even though I may really not have had that much money, I probably had $7,000
I feel like
when I first took my trip.
I feel like that's a mandatory, not to cut you off, but I feel like that's a mandatory
unaffordable trip.
A mandatory phase for a successful online money kid is a Miami trip that you don't have the money for.
Yeah, like spend more money on a trip than you're supposed to, but gain the connections. Because from there, I was able to build in-person connections with the people that I was working with, which means maybe the next time there's maybe another offer launches or there's another opportunity for, let's say, management, which wasn't specific to my example, but like the next opportunity for you, are they gonna pick the closer with a 55% close rate that they've never met in person and still don't really know that well? Are they going to take the closer with a 50% close rate that they know and trust in person and know is a real down-to-earth person? They're going to take the person who's not maybe more qualified but more connected and tapped in.
Bro.
So like you have to continue. You take action, you get the opportunity, and then you continue building up on that.
Bro, genuinely think about it. There's so many points to hit, but genuinely think about it. If you do what you know you're supposed to do for a long enough, we talked about like longer time horizons today. Like, genuinely think about it. If you did every single thing you knew you were supposed to do, or this is how at least I think. Like, if I did every single thing I knew I was supposed to do every day for 3 years, there's just no way I wouldn't accomplish my goals.
Yeah.
Like, there's absolutely zero chance. And I think I agree with what you're saying. Is like this game is it combines everything: skill, opportunity, connections. It's such a relationship. It's such a relationship-based like game.
Yeah.
Just for some reason, like I feel like that's just how the info space is. And even like, bro, like why I wanted you to come on and like be my partner and run this shit up is because I knew you. I had met you in person.
I had YouTube videos up.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah,
YouTube videos. Like, you just seem like a fucking more so than skill, more so than anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you said, bro. It's just about being a regular ass person, bro.
Yeah.
I think real quick too. I think that's one thing. Like, if you guys are out there, bro, you watch like videos like this, or I'm sure you watch a ton of other videos of guys who live here, guys in the info space, whatever. Just recognize like how regular every single person is, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not like the most dialed in guy. I don't wake up at 6 a.m. and cold plunge and like, like that's not me. I'm not like that. That like European
CEO.
Yeah. The European like founders.
Yeah. No.
The European founders.
The Charlie Morgans of the world.
Charlie Morgan. They have their dialed in morning routine.
Charlie Morgan has much more money than us, by the way.
Yeah, that's very true. The point is that, like, bro, everyone at the end of the day is just regular people.
Yeah.
And, bro, I don't know about you. I feel like that's something that really motivated me to get into the online money space, and it kept me motivated while I was, like, trenching my ass off. Was seeing videos like this and being like, dude, these guys are dumbasses, bro. Like, I can do what they're doing. Like, if they can do it, I can do it. I feel like that was one of the most powerful mindsets.
Yeah, definitely from like when I fucking popped my cherry of like what the hell online money is when I was watching, I don't even know if I want to name drop, but vlogs back from April 2024, Arizona days, seeing that, I'm like, damn, like this is not that far off from like, how I act around my friends and stuff like that, and it kind of like opened my eyes. But yeah, being like not a people pleaser, not like, but like just like a genuine dude, like not to use like a gay word, but like you kind of have to have like a little bit of aura.
Bro, I don't even
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I don't even know if
Just a
it's
little-
about being genuine. It's to me it was about like just how regular, bro. Watching people's videos and then also now being here meeting everybody,
Yeah.
you realize how just like I like don't take this the wrong way if you're watching this, but like you really when you meet people in person, you realize that they're no smarter than you. Like you just realize that they're other fellow dumbasses who like
Yeah.
stumbled into this space,
Yeah.
found an opportunity, just stayed with it long enough. Literally they just did the basics.
Yeah.
And they ended up where they are. Like you would expect to meet some of these people and you would think like, man, this guy's gotta be like he's gotta know something I don't.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day that's not true.
Out of most of the people that I've met in person, granted you've probably met like a lot more people than I have, but like most of like the online money creators or even like info guys, like people that I've met, they're I don't know about you, but the personality online is actually like pretty accurate to like who they are in person. Like genuinely, everybody talks about like, oh, you got to make authentic content, but like I think most people are like pretty accurate to who they are online. It's like there's never a guy who's like hella like mindset based. He's like very like philosophical, and then you meet him in person, he's the exact opposite. I think it's like a pretty like most of these people aren't faking it; they're just being themselves, and it's got.
But I think that's why you even know them is because they're authentic. Like I
Yeah.
actually think that's why a lot of people do well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. There was something else. Oh yeah. Okay. I have a question for you. So I know you said like the reason you reached out to me was like okay, this is kind of like a gas my ego question, but like why me? Was there other people you considered calling before? Was there other people you called before? And then we can kind of tell the story of like what actually happened and what resulted in me like leaving the agency I was with and partnering with you full time.
Bro, genuinely, it's like I think people and like maybe I don't have enough experience to say this, but like my principle for hiring in general, obviously it depends on the position, is like, bro, especially a position like, bro, someone's gonna be in the shit with me for like a long period of time and run shit up with me and shit like that. Is like I wasn't looking for the guy who had been sales managing for 3 years. I've done this much cash collected. I've been on this many offers. You know, I bought this many courses and mentorships. Like, dude, I never gave a shit about that. Obviously, you have to be, number one, like, intangibly, you have to be a competent person.
Yeah.
And that just means, like, being able to solve problems quickly, regardless of what it is. Because I've told you guys many times, yes, there's aspects of my job that, like, you know, you guys know, like, oh, yeah, yes, I do copywriting, and these are skills that I've learned. But a lot of it is random fuck shit of problems that I have to solve and fires I have to put out randomly.
Like our client is slinging random prices in
Like,
the DMs. That's like one problem. There's no SOP on that, bro. There's no how do you it's like trying to get a dog that has rabies to like calm the fuck down. Oh, I don't know.
Bro, you literally.
If you're watching this, we love you, bro. But
Yeah.
it's a funny point to the video.
Yeah. Sometimes, bro, it's
guy's
just
just
about like
bullshit.
just being a competent person who can think logically, and that's something I liked about you was that like you just seemed very competent too, and you had experience with like the process that I knew I wanted to run for my clients, and just like basically, you know, how we were running shit is how I want to run shit.
Yeah.
You know, so you knew that you were within that culture and like, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, had very little to do with like, oh man, this guy has the sickest objection handling techniques. Like he's gonna be able to.
So good at pre-handling.
He's gonna be able to train all these closers.
Yeah. Did you call anybody else? That was it was a 1-call close. No, it was technically a 2-call close.
No, you were the only person I called, and I also just had a good feeling too because I felt like you were looking for like.
Yeah, you kind of knew that. I don't know how. I remember you saying like, oh, I saw that you were like kind of looking to like do more. I don't know where you heard that, but it was true. What were we talking about?
Combo. We were talking.
Oh, let's talk about law of attraction slash abundance mindset. Because I was gonna tie that into like my example of being in Miami.
Yeah, bro. I think like this whole abundance mindset shit. Not to get corny, I think it really is a balance because I've seen it both ways, bro.
How
Like
do you mean?
I've seen. On one hand, I get it. Like, there's a level of abundance mindset you have to have. I think a lot of decisions I made in my life were abundance mindset. Like, drop out of college, you know, to a degree, like how I spend money, etc.
Yeah.
But there's also a retarded level of abundance mindset. And like, I think somebody watching this
Yeah.
sees these people, maybe they see us or whatever, and they're like, you know, I don't know, maybe they see somebody living in Miami or in like a crib that they want, or you see someone buy a car you want or whatever, and you get the urge to like you get the urge to do it when you know you shouldn't. Like retarded abundance mindset, just like, I think you should be abundant, you should spend money you don't have. Like we talked about, like go on trips when you don't have the money, I get that, but also be like fucking not retarded.
Yeah, don't like spend all of your money.
Like don't put yourself in a bad situation, don't put yourself in a bad position.
Yeah.
Also understand, something I've just understood is like, bro, no matter what, you can't chalk it up any way. No matter what, this shit just takes time, bro.
Yeah.
And so like your idea that you're gonna book a trip to Miami, you're gonna rip fucking content, start slinging in. I don't know like what these people think, but like it always, bro, there's always a caveat, bro.
I think abundance mindset is valid if you're not relying on that abundance to make you more money. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
So like if you're saying like, I have an abundance mindset, therefore I'm gonna buy a Lamborghini so I can sling more info, that's like bad. I think what we talked about earlier was there's like levels to it. So like abundance mindset number one is like, okay, I no longer look at the price at the grocery store. I no longer think about whether I should get these jeans because they're 80 or if I should get these jeans because they're 2 for 60.
Yeah.
I no longer think about, should I DoorDash, like should I get double meat on my bowl or should I just get regular? Like that's like step one abundance mindset. Like you no longer,
because bro,
yeah.
I will say
Let's talk about the levels. That's
I was
like
gonna say,
level one.
Bro, I used to do that too a lot, by the way. Like, cause I come from a hometown and like the way my family is very normie, very, you know, my parents, they're well off, but they're very cheap. Because bro, think about this, bro, and I've had conversations with other people about this. I think it's really interesting. With the position we're in,
Yeah.
our job, because we're not necessarily trading our time for money, because our income is scalable, we're not going to necessarily save our way to our goals.
No, never. Real quick, can you take a call off there?
Yeah.
Just burning. But you're not going to save your way to your goals.
You're not going to save your way to your goals. At the end of the day, the biggest thing that's going to get you to where you want to get to is an income jump. So like you should make decisions. You should make investments, or you know, if you're going to be in an abundance mindset, like be in an abundance mindset to buy a 10 grand mentorship and genuinely like invest in your skill set to increase your income. Because bro, like you can penny pinch your way, make your first $100,000, stack your first 6 figures in your bank, tuck it away in investments. At the end of the day, bro, you'd probably be better off putting all that money to try to get to $100K a month. Yeah. Because when you're making $100K a month,
it's not gonna matter.
Everything's free.
Yeah. That's like a good mindset. That's a mindset that I had. I don't know if it was like born to me. I probably got psyoped by like YouTube. I think honestly, I want to say this is like King Keto, like Brandon Carter, like mindset that I got from watching his videos.
Shout out Brandon Carter, bro.
Brandon Carter's actually goated.
Yeah.
First Miami guru ever.
Yeah.
First person ever.
Yeah. I watched a funny ass talk. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Go ahead.
Gang.
That shit
burned it or something, bro.
Oh, fuck, gang.
Bro, anyways. I don't know what it is. But, bro, he psyoped me with, like, the make more money shit. Like, one mindset I had, and I think this is why my parents didn't trip when I started, like, trying to figure all this online money shit out, is, like, you have to find a way to make more money. Like, you figuring out how to save an extra $2K per month is worse off than trying to figure out how to make an extra $2K per month. You're going to be much easier path is to figure out how to make more money. So like for my example with like you said, like the mentorships and stuff like that is and also being proactive, which we talked about, is the second I knew I was going to make a transition from setting to closing, I spent $7,000 on a closing mentorship to where in my first 2 weeks closing, I made $7,000 versus if I was lacking the skill set, I would have made $2,000 or $3,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's an abundance mindset that I had. It's like, damn, bro, no cap, bro. This credit card right here, this Amex Gold was
motion.
Okay, make sure we blur that out. Anyways, was I got that credit card to buy the mentorship.
Yeah.
Deadass. Like I knew I could apply for it. I knew I could get it through. So I fucking applied for an Amex, got approved, digital card that day, added to my Apple Wallet. Yo, send me the WAP link, Apple Pay that bitch on my Amex.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was gonna make it back. So like that's like a good amount of mindset is like I don't want to make it back, so I'm gonna do this, or I'm not gonna trip out about double meal on my protein or my Chipotle bowl because I know I need to get my protein in and it's $2 I can figure out a way to make $2 more.
Exactly.
But like that's like level one. You have to break that limiting belief. And honestly, I think you have to break that limiting belief before you get to the point where it's affordable to.
Oh, absolutely.
Like we were talking about this too, the pre-firing. Like
yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I think like below a certain amount of income, or below a certain amount of income, like I said, like I don't even think I'm at the point where like I need to be saving and investing every dollar.
No, I'm not investing anything until I touch my first 100K.
Right.
Liquid.
Like at all, right? So just because like, bro, all that focus, not even necessarily all the money, but like it should just be simply focused on on increasing your income. And I think like you said, the way to do that is bro, I actually think this obviously, like, I don't know, this might sound like basic, but I think the biggest income jumps I've had and like I think the most progress I've made was from mindset, bro.
For sure.
And so what I'm trying to say is like you said, I think it really is acting like the person. You have to condition yourself up. That's one thing.
No, you actually have to brainwash yourself.
It's one thing I've heard a lot, and you do. I think you do that with like little ass tasks.
No, I think that's
you have to. This is gonna sound so retarded because it's only like $20, but I feel like some of you might relate. Like, bro, you gotta get the $25, $20 Chipotle bowl with guac and double chicken and everything before
you get the bigger steak. You get like the bigger sirloin steak. Like, bro, like it's because most of you guys probably come from similar backgrounds to us, like small town, small ball. Like you're thinking very small. Like we used this example earlier. Like you're going out to eat and your mom makes a comment about the ranch being 25 cents.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
You have to crack that, and you have to crack that before you make a dime.
Bro,
you have to crack that now. You have to start thinking
every
about
single person, bro, before you really break it, is you have little decisions that you make on an every single day basis that can condition you up or condition you down.
Yeah.
Like dead ass.
Those are like the little changes.
Like it sounds retarded, but you can get the Chipotle bowl with the real one that you want, the one with
the real one. They want chicken, bro.
With chips, double.
No, they want chicken. They need to get steak, bro. It's $2 more.
Bro, half chicken, half steak, double that shit. Cash out double. But anyways,
and a drink,
every
bro.
single decision, bro.
No water cup.
This sounds retarded, but like whatever. It's like you order an Uber, like you obviously have the option to get the nice one, to get the black one.
black truck.
You know, but like or the little voice in your head is saying, oh, it's not working. Oh, it's such a waste of money.
No. Or like, like I don't know. Do I go fucking Great Value on the face wash, or do I go CeraVe? Like, little shit that like you really trip about when
you go to the store. There's like,
do I go to Walmart or Publix? like that type of shit.
No, but you go to buy clothes. There's like a $600 jacket that like, you get that little like weird feeling. Like it feels weird, bro, because you're acting out of alignment of who you are, bro. You swipe your card and you're like, oh.
I actively had to do that yesterday.
That stuns a little.
Jeans,
but bro, I feel like what conditioning yourself up does is every single time you do that, you feel it a little bit less.
It raises your standard.
It raises your standard. It stings a little bit less, and then eventually, you truly like it feels normal to you. You become the person. I would say don't do that if you're like still a server at a restaurant though. I would say like when you find a vehicle that you can genuinely scale your income with, as long as you put more work in, and it incentivizes you to work harder, then that's when you like really start doing shit like that. Like, okay, I spent $500 on some shoes. If I get 2 piffs tomorrow as a setter, for example, I paid for those shoes. Like, to where you're really incentivized. Now if you're working, a regular job still, and maybe it's not the time. Maybe just start with like the Chipotle bowl exercise. But like, bro, you have to condition yourself. I think it's all subjective, and there's nothing wrong with like I said, it might. If someone rich is watching this, we're talking about $25 Chipotle bowls. It doesn't.
This video's not for you. Anyways.
Yeah, this video is not for you. I'm talking about myself when I was really trenching, bro. When I was really in the trenches, and I was gonna say though that like at the end of the day, it comes down to like what would the rich version of you do?
The 2.0 version, yeah.
Like they wouldn't be if you truly think about this. If you truly deep down knew you were gonna make $100,000 a month, like I truly believe that. I know that deep down in my heart. When I face those decisions, whatever they be for me, like I don't tweak out over it because like I just genuinely believe Like I make decisions in alignment because I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Versus like, bro, if you genuinely think about that, think about it though. If you're conditioning yourself down,
Yeah.
if you're taking the cheap option, it's
You're
because
telling yourself you're
no. It's
yeah.
because you subconsciously there's something you got to work out because you don't believe you're gonna make $100,000. You just genuinely don't. If you truly believed
Yeah.
it, you would act in accordance with it.
Yeah, I think a good example would be like me taking the trip down here this week. Like, for example, or just so you guys know, so we meet every day at 12 to like basically talk over admin stuff. Sometimes it's bullshit, sometimes it's very important. But
Sometimes we just get in there and jerk off, dead ass.
yeah, like not like jerk off, like we actually jerk off. But that's why I have my camera so high on my webcam. But anyways, but we were talking, and we were kind of in like a transition period. Not to get too specific, but a little bit of an awkward phase, right? So we're like, bro, what the fuck do we do? Jason's like not I wouldn't say not feeling hot, but like just like a little bit unclear. So I'm like, bro,
We can talk about that.
what if we just we can talk about that too. But I was like, bro, what if I just pull up? So I booked a flight at 12, and I was here at 7 hours later, in an 8-hour drive away. I took a flight here, no questions asked. But the only reason I did that is because I knew for a fact that me doing that would drive the business in a positive way. What ends up happening the second day I'm here, we close a $5,000 deal. Mind you, that's not really that much in the grand scheme of things. We close a $5K deal for an offer that hasn't even launched yet. It launches tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, we pre-fired that bitch. But like, yeah, like you have to pre-fire. You have to think about who you want to be and who you know you're gonna be, not who you are right now. It's like the dropping out of college shit. Like,
Bro, that's what I was saying.
we have a lot of parallels that are like you wouldn't know if you didn't talk about it, but like there's a lot of parallels with like the way we kind of moved before anything. Like, bro, I dropped out of college before I ever made my first dollar online, and he was just telling me that he did the exact same thing.
Bro, a lot of people have this plan. This once again comes down to conditioning up versus conditioning down. A lot of people have this plan that you're gonna start, and there's like, obviously it depends. If you have a family and kids, like by all means take the safer route, right? It's different.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of 21-year-olds with nothing going, better for their life that they have this plan that I'm gonna get this degree. It's gonna be a plan B, backup plan. I'm gonna save up some money. I'm gonna wait till my side hustle matches the income of my job. Then I'm gonna quit when everything's safe. That's never how it works,
Yeah,
bro.
fuck your backup
Every
plan,
single
bro.
successful person I've met here, genuinely, every single successful person I've met here took risks to get there, and
Risks, but it's really not that.
it's just shit. It's subjective. I think it's shit you think is risky in the moment. I thought college was a life or death decision. Obviously I look back at that now and I laugh. Same with like quitting my job. Same with a lot of the shit. And then you make the big decision. You have the tough conversation.
Yeah.
And like a week later, you're like, oh.
Bro, it feels risky, but like if you're watching this, you probably are like somewhat young, probably don't have kids, probably still live at home. Bro, your worst case scenario is your current reality. And like you see like corny reels out there that are like, oh, you're laughing at me for dropping out of college. Like my worst case scenario is your reality, but like in a non-corny Instagram reel setting, it actually is very true.
I promise
like,
you, it's not that. The trenches are not that bad.
But
like, I was sorry, real quick. I was telling you about that earlier, though. Like, I could lose everything today and have to go back to the trenches. And number one, I think I'd be successful again.
Yeah.
But two is that like it's not that bad, bro. Some of them.
Yeah, it's really
not to like change gears too much, but like we were talking, like, bro. Some of our happiest days are when we just
go. Like, we're both excited to go back home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. When you just wake up, you're grinding. You have something you're passionate about that you're working on. You work. You go to the gym. You eat healthy. You talk to some friends, whatever the case is, and like, bro, you can do that with any amount of money and anywhere.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like bro, your worst case scenario is that you like go back to your restaurant job where like one of the servers is like kind of bad, but like maybe she just turned 18, but she is kind of bad.
Bro, oh my god, actually, that's dead ass me, bro.
But you have like that annoying 35-year-old server who's been doing it for 20 years, and it's like, but it's like not that bad because work's kind of funny. It's not that bad. Like your worst case scenario is you just go, like your hometown is always gonna be there.
I used to work that was the exact case scenario. I used to work at a restaurant. Fine shit used to work there.
Really?
Shit, and she had a crush on me too. But anyway.
How old was she?
My age, a year older.
Okay, she's good then.
Yeah. But I fumbled so bad, bro.
How?
Bro, it was one of those where she liked me, but I just like, I don't know, the vibes were off. I didn't like the chemistry that was there. She was also really retarded.
Yeah.
So like, it was like talking to a brick wall.
I like
she
that
was
in a
so
girl, though.
she was so attractive though.
Really?
But she was one of those that, like she wouldn't do shit until you just really like you had to just make the move, bro. And I just never made the move.
Bro, the baddest girl. at
And
my
and guess
restaurant-
what? By the way, now I don't know if I'll ever see her again, but like I'll just never know.
Yeah.
I'll literally like
Yeah, you would never know. She's just gone.
fuck that.
But the baddest girl at my restaurant, I thought she was like my age, and she would like always be hitting on me, bro. And then one like night shift, I think it was like a Thursday night. Her husband and kid comes in, and I found out that she was 30, and she was never really hitting on me. She was just acting like a mom.
Oh,
But that's a story for another day. But yeah, your worst case scenario is really not that fucking bad, bro. You'll be fine. So take risks. It's more risky to not do anything than it is to take the risk and end up exactly where you were before.
real shit. And like, bro, two things come to mind. First of all, like, what else is there to do in life?
No,
like,
actually.
bro, regardless.
What's your alternative?
Like, bro, the past coming up on 2 years here in the online money space, you know, like, bro, I could lose everything and I'm still gonna be proud of what I did. Just cause like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've lived a life these past 2 years that I could die tomorrow and be proud because it's just been genuinely just been like, it's been a roller coaster. Like I feel like I've experienced the highs of the highs. I've experienced the lows.
Yeah.
Not that there's not more of those to experience, but like I've been like, I don't know. I feel like when you play it safe and you work like a 9 to 5 or
Yeah.
you take the average route, you're just numb. Like every day's the same.
No, actually.
Like, and we can kind of pivot this to talk about the ups and downs, and like I kind of want to know what you think about this because we've faced some ups.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We faced some ups and downs, but like, what else is there to do than experience life to the fullest and like experience the lowest of the lows, experience when shit goes wrong, feel it, feel what kind of person you become, what kind of person are you in those times, and then also like, you know, you get to feel the blissful moments where everything's going your way, and you just can't fucking lose.
Yeah, there was I think a good story to tell with that in mind. That concept was we launched an offer that it was already doing decent when we came in. We came in, took our normal rev share, implemented our systems, our sales reps. Basically had no systems, so it was just selling everything through DMs. We came in and we doubled the offers cash collected in the first 2 weeks. I think we did like back-to-back 20K days, or like, you know, almost 20K days or something like that. And we were feeling like, fuck yeah, like we found it, we cracked it. This was like month one of
first month. It would have netted the agency 20K from that one client, and that's first month. Like that's a rev share. You work with that client for a year. You know that one could really be netting you.
And it was also like
50 to 100.
It was also like start of month 2 of the agency, so it was like really fresh. Like it was like,
dude, it was in the first 30 days. Like we were just fucking like,
yeah, we really got the ball rolling. On that one.
Yeah.
And so that one, like we scaled up. We did like 60K first 2 weeks, really solid. Like we were all in with this client. We thought everything was going to be good. And basically, a couple things happened later, a couple phone calls later.
There were some narrative issues from the start.
Yeah.
You know, there were some red flags for sure.
That we know now.
But long story short, we lost that client and that revenue. I'd like to think, you know, I like to take accountability, but I would like to think for 99% reasons that were very out of our control.
No, for sure. It was it was mostly like a narrative issue. Like like if we were with a different client, we frame everything very, very well now. But there was a couple things that we didn't frame prior to like actually making the deal happen.
We set some wrong expectations.
Yeah, bad expectations. Too many assumptions.
Yeah.
But anyways, my point, the reason I was getting into that, do you have anything to add at that point?
No, keep going.
Yeah, what I was getting into that was because basically we lost that client. I would say kind of parted ways. I don't know how you would describe it, but
we lost the client.
Yeah, we lost the client, and then I was trying to like make it seem like we were way better, but yeah, we lost the client.
I keep it a buck.
Yeah, we lost the client, and basically we were like, damn, like what the fuck? What even ended up happening? We both did some like pattern interrupting shit after that. I think maybe that was after that other webinar.
I think I crashed out somewhere.
Yeah. Anyways, we both were like, all right, fuck it, like we're just gonna go crash out. So we crash out, pattern interrupt. A day or two later, we meet back. And basically the moment of realization, and I remember having this one conversation with you, was like, bro, like okay, like
I was gonna say
that happened, but like okay, like on to the next, like the ball just keeps on rolling, bro. The only way, like we could view that, I don't view that as a failure at all. I view that as an opportunity that could have been, but it's not a failure, bro.
I view that, first of all, bosses don't take losses, they learn from them.
Yeah.
That was corny.
That was gay.
But
all
I feel like genuinely, number one, the show goes on always, and two, like it's more something that I look back on it. Like we're gonna look back and laugh. Once again,
for sure.
this is like coming from two people who like genuinely know where this heads.
Yeah.
Like genuinely know that we're going to be making $100,000 a month. You know, that genuinely know like what's to come, and so it's not like something like that. Like obviously maybe you're upset in the moment or whatever the case is.
Numb. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the like you said, the ball keeps rolling, the show goes on.
Yeah.
And bro, I think I was talking to you about this earlier, but like trajectory is way more important than your current circumstances.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, when we hit like quote unquote rock bottom, we literally just like laughed a little bit, and we were like it's like it's not a failure. It's like what are we gonna do? Like just stop? Like there's no other option than all right, cool. On to the next client, on to our next funnel. On like there wasn't even like a split second where we were like, fuck, like what do we do, bro? Like is it over? It was just like you just keep doing exactly what you were doing before. Like there is no like period of like sadness or anything like.
Yeah.
But you get to a point by having enough of a pattern of action prior to that it's just muscle memory to keep going.
Yeah. I also think too, something that helps me get through like tough times is, bro, when you zoom out on a longer time horizon. Yeah. Like I said, bro, in 3 years from now, there's no way we don't get to our goals.
Yeah.
So like you zoom out, you like, bro, we had a great run the first 30 days.
Yeah.
And yeah, we lost a client, some shit didn't go our way, whatever the case is, whatever happened. At the end of the day, like nothing can stop nothing can stop like an unstoppable force from getting to its like, fucking destination.
Yeah,
like,
on a long enough time horizon.
Like, bro, yeah, you give it 3 years.
Yeah.
Give it 30 days, some shit has to go your way if you want to accomplish your goals in 30 days. You know, even 90 days. Like, yeah. Yes, you can do it, but like some shit has to go your way.
I think. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, over a long enough time horizon, it removes the luck factor. It removes the little one-offs, the little like, oh, this shit didn't go our way. This shit, we got unlucky here.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're gonna fucking.
I think that's true, but also for the people watching, the one factor that makes that statement true is assuming that you are constantly taking action and that you're in a vehicle that will get you to your goals. Because like if you sit here and you jack off to mindset YouTube videos like this, then you go watch a little bit of Hamza, then you go watch some Alex Hormozy, and you wrap that up with like a nice Charlie Morgan video. It's like that's good, but like doing that for 3 years will lead you exactly where you are. Like you have to also be putting action, like feeling a vehicle that will get you to your goals. Like YouTube videos aren't a vehicle. You can't watch enough YouTube videos and get rich.
You have to, bro. You have to have this perspective, in my opinion. You constantly have to be zooming in and zooming out, and it never ends. Okay, zooming in is knowing that very easily what you got to do on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. Like literally, just that's as simple as creating a to-do list and getting it done and taking raw action.
Yeah.
But zooming out is being able to like actually genuinely be self-aware of where you are in relation to your goals, why you're not there, and being cognizant of things like, am I even in a vehicle that could get me there?
Yeah.
What what are the things that would get me there? What have other people done who are successful in what I want to do? Yeah. Like, what did they do? And it's like you have to have that zoom in and zoom out. And I even think of that on like from an agency perspective. Like sometimes I get caught into the weeds a little bit, like zoomed in, like there's a lot of stuff I have to do on a day-to-day basis. So I got to create a fucking webinar, I got to launch ads, I got to write a VSL, I got to do all this random shit.
Yeah.
And then zoomed out, I got to realize like, okay, here's our goal as an agency. Here's what's actually going to get us there. Oh shit, maybe the highest leverage thing I can do right now is not touch up this email sequence. I got to do outreach, where I got to go land clients for the agency.
Yeah.
I got to post a piece of content, whatever the case is. Yeah. And I just think like, bro, do you ever feel like there's people out there that genuinely they lack that, and so they wake up and they do the same shit for 3 years and they don't see progress?
Like lack the ability to like.
They just lack the self-awareness to
realize that it's not going to work if they continue doing.
Yeah, just to like, I don't know. I feel like
I would say yes. I think the most common like occurrence of that would be like somebody out there that's trying to like learn some sort of biz op rather than like the one skill that you can start with. It's like somebody, for example, somebody who wants to learn how to growth operate but doesn't know how to appointment set, doesn't know how to close, doesn't know how to write emails, doesn't know how to build funnels. So somebody who's trying to like get to step 10 before step 1, 2, and 3, or like somebody who's like trying to run, I don't know, the most like complex paid ads agency and like doesn't know anything about organic content or doesn't know anything about, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody
Yeah,
who
but
like,
at the end of the day, bro.
I don't know if that made any sense.
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying at the end of the day, I think it comes down to your ability to course correct.
Yeah.
Like you can start doing that, that's fine, but 3 months in you'll realize.
Yeah.
And you should be able to
and be self-aware enough to be like, all right, fuck, this is not
and
working.
to pivot. And it's the people that can't, like, genuinely, I think there's probably some people who like don't course correct for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then they're literally just in the same position.
Yeah.
They're the people that are like, online money doesn't work. Online business is a scam.
So then action steps then, if you're like a young guy then and you're trying to get into any sort of like make money online thing, like whether you're 15 or you're 25, bro, start with like one skill. Don't even go through the 3 months of trying to make everything work. Like go find the one skill, one baseline skill.
I was gonna say, don't start an agency.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say, if you're 15 years old and you're watching Charlie Morgan, don't start an agency.
Don't start an agency. Don't start growth operating. Don't start SMMA. Yeah. I would legit just say start copywriting. Copywriting or sales, bro. Dead ass.
Yeah.
For high ticket.
That's like the one like the two skills would be marketing or sales. Copywriting kind of falls under marketing. Appointment setting would be like the baseline of info sales or like whatever you want to get into. But yeah, start with the one skill. Don't start at 700. Like imagine a year ago, I was like, dude, I really want to be a sales manager. Like imagine trying to do that, and I never went through the trenches of appointment setting, closing, team managing. Now I'm managing a full sale, you know? Mm-hmm. Or like imagine if you were like, dude, fuck it, I'm gonna be a growth operator, and you don't know, you didn't grow with an agency that gave you all these skills. You didn't learn all these first skills to then,
bro. You just,
like, I'm sure for you it was like second nature once you made the transition.
Yeah, I mean, I just think at the end of the day, it's like I said at the beginning of this video, it's like, bro, you whatever way you want to cut it, whatever way you want to talk about it to yourself, it takes time. Yeah. And the reason is because it takes a while to acquire the amount of data, experience, and skills needed to be successful.
But I also think once you get into the stage of taking action, the time speeds up. Like it doesn't feel as long.
Oh yeah, you're saying how it feels.
Like when you're like, dude, like you're okay. So like let's say appointment setting, for example, it's easy. So dude, I really want to get into setting. I really want to get into copywriting, but it's gonna take me 6 months to get to $10,000 a month. And you like fathom that 6 months so big that you never put it into action. Yeah. Versus like, bro, it feels like February was like yesterday, bro. It does not feel that long ago.
It feels I've been in this game for 2 years almost.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit fucking flew by.
Because once you get in the stage of like actually doing it, it does somewhat become fun once you see the first result. To where like okay, I want to make 50K per month. Yeah, of course I want to make 50K per month. But I'm not stressing. I'm not sitting here like, dude, it's gonna take me so long to get to 50K per month. I'm just like, yeah, of course it's gonna happen. I don't know.
If you think about it, if you think about it like that, it just like.
It's an infinite game.
It's an infinite game at the end of the day. If you think about it like that, if you're really thinking about, time frames are the death of people. I think.
For sure.
Like, bro, the whole I'm gonna hit 10K after 6 months. It's like, genuinely, who are you?
Who are you to think that?
Like, it's like you're trying to play God at that point.
No,
like at the end of the day, you have actionable things you can take care of every single day.
Yeah.
And as long as you take care of those things every single day, and you follow your intuition. At the end of the day, it's on God's timing, bro.
Yeah, eventually you'll get there, bro.
Like eventually, and eventually you're guaranteed to get there. You just can't decide how, and you can't decide when.
Yeah.
That's just a known fact.
God's timing. That's a good way to put it.
Bro, as corny as it sounds.
No, yeah. Actually, if you do zoom out, I don't know if you guys are spiritual or anything like that, but I've definitely had my moments where I'm just like, bro, God has a plan, bro. Like He'll figure this shit out. But also, you can't sit there and wait for God to give you the plan.
That's very true.
Like
you gotta row the boat, bro. God steers the boat. You gotta row the boat.
Bro, they do not get that reference, bro.
No, really? Like what? Bro, I feel like everybody knows that.
No, but the reference, because you're referencing Instagram, bro, right?
Oh, that's just a saying, bro.
Yo, how is it? God drives the boat.
Bro, God's the one steering the boat
but
to the destination to get you from point A to point B. but you still have to put in the work to row.
It's like the
and you don't even know where you're going, bro.
the path illuminates as you walk it type shit.
For real.
Yeah. But I think that's a solid wrap up then.
Yeah.
That being said,
We talked about a lot in this.
yeah, it's been a fucking that was a quick 60 minutes. Bro.
yeah.
Shit.
Bro, do you think this was ass, or do you think it was?
Nah, it's fire, dude. Somebody's gonna be eating this.
Bro,
shit.
I remember I used to love watching videos like this
No, yeah.
when I was really in the trenches. Like videos like this really kept me going and made me like.
Yeah, I remember watching like we said at the start. Shout out Mike Sev, shout out Benny. But yeah, I remember watching like Mike Sev fucking Hookah Talks. I was like, damn, bro, this guy's chill. Like, I can
Damn,
do that.
bro. He's
I
chill.
can do that. Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. I was like, he's chill.
Yeah. All right, boys.
Anyways.
That's a wrap on this video. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments too. I never do this shit, so just let me seriously drop a comment if you made it this far and you want to see more like podcast style videos. I don't know what you want to call this.
Yeah.
Because they're really easy for me to make. I think sometimes I get a little bit complacent and I get a little bit maybe in my head that like
In your head is the word.
yeah, that like, oh, like I can't make content for this reason. I shouldn't make content for whatever. In reality, though, there's a lot of you guys who'd let me know in my DMs and whatever that you enjoy it and that it helps you out a lot. So
Yeah.
as long as it's doing that, I feel like I have an obligation to, at least hit it once or twice a week. So
Bro, twice a week has got to be the bare minimum.
Yeah,
Forward.
yeah.
Me too, though.
all right, say less than.
All right, we gotta
Twice
get
a
each other.
week.
Bro, we said this like 3
We
weeks ago.
did,
though.
we did.
No, actually though.
Twice a week.
No,
Okay,
actually.
this time it's on camera, and when I say shit, I mean shit.
The
So-
1% that retended to the end of the video.
Yeah,
that's
we just lectured them about how they got to take action and.
Yeah, and now we're gonna sit here and not do that shit.
Yeah. No,
We're
I
bitch
actually
made,
feel like
bro.
a bitch, bro.
Nah,
Deadass.
okay. All right, twice a week then.
Twice a week.
All right, lock it on
All
camera.
right. Yeah, lock in, twin. You got the shit.
Hold on. Yo, go follow my IG. Jake
Oh my god, that's getting muted, bro.